How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here, bringing you guys a tier list of all characters ranked in Mario Kart Tour. This is going to be version 1.1, now that we've got a couple new characters in the form of Vacation Peach, and of course Chef Shy Guy from the Paris Tour. It makes sense to go through and revise our tier list. Not only that, but we had a lot of support on the previous episode, and a lot of you guys gave so much feedback as to where you thought the characters fell. As you guys can see over here, we almost had like 70,000 views, over 2,000 likes on the episode, which was awesome, and tons of comments that gave a lot of feedback. So with the feedback that you guys gave in mind, and of course the more playtime that I played with things, there's going to be some things that we are going to slightly tweak as far as the ranks in the entire thing goes. So as you guys can see over here, our previous tier list is on screen. This is what we thought of prior. Now, it's going to be relatively simple, just so that you guys have a little bit of a reference point as to what it looked like. There was a lot of things. Hearts, for example, I rated really, really low. I also rated Bowser Shell relatively high. So there's going to be a couple tweaks to those two specifically, so that we can be a little bit more accurate on whether or not you guys should pull for those characters. All right. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I think we're ready. As you guys can see, this is going to be indeed a tier list of all of the characters from launch. Now, there are going to be 4 rules for this tier list, and I need you guys to understand them before you guys drop a comment, okay? Before you guys drop a comment, listen up. Number 1, this tier list is going to be 100% subjective, based off of my experiences and, of course, what we've seen on the game so far. Everyone has different opinions, and that's why I want to hear from you guys. Number 2, this one's going to be based off of skill and not value. Now, all of these skills, such as the green shells over here, the Boomerang, you've got the Fire Flower, the Bowser Shell, that's what we're ranking it off of, not how many favored courses each of these characters have. So keep that in mind. Now, keep in mind, with that being said, the value of characters can differ from tour to tour, especially if you guys are spotlight characters. Like currently in the Paris Tour, you know, you have these characters that have a lot more value to them. That can always change, and I'm not about to go through and do that. Number 3, I want you guys to discuss your feedback and what you guys think of this tier list in the comment section below. Do you guys think that a certain character should be ranked higher? If so, let me know why. I want you guys to be as detailed as possible. And number 4, this is going to be based off of potential points that you can get, and of course their corresponding frenzies. So when it comes down to it, and it's going to be different rankings, the character that has the special that will give you more potential points will rank a little bit higher than someone who does not. So with that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy this, be sure to smash that like button, share the video with a friend. Let's go. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to explain all these tiers and we're going to go through them. Right off the bat in F tier, as you guys can see, the tiers are a little bit different now. I kind of changed up a couple of them to correspond with the updated tier list 1.1. So F tier is indeed going to continuously be the baby characters. Now, a lot of you guys say, oh dude, but Bubble is very good. You can continue combos with it. Here's what Bubble can't do in order to score points. Yes, Bubble gives you immunity for 1 hit. That's great. But Bubble cannot allow you to get any points off of ramps, any points off of tricks, and the Bubble takes up your item spot until you get popped from it. So those 3 things make the Bubble terrible. If Mario Kart Tour, the developers at Nintendo, DNA, choose to remove all of those, I'm sure that Bubble would be a very good item. Yes, I understand. Bubble will allow you to do grass cuts and everything like that. But we're not talking about that here. Grass cuts do not help you out with points, unless you're trying to catch up to first place. Either way, we can argue till you're blue in the face. There has to be a bottom of a tier list, and this is the bottom of it. Okay, so next up is going to be our residential bomb cannon in D-. Okay, so bomb cannon I feel is ranked so low simply because the odds of you hitting people with those bombs is going to be next to none. You can't put any bombs behind you to protect you from red shells that are coming behind, and the only way that you're going to get this item is going to be in the lower places. So that being said, it's not as great of the rest of them as far as scoring for points. All the bombs that come out at you, yeah, maybe you'll bomb 1 cluster of characters, that's fine, but the majority of it, not so much. Okay, next up, this one has been one of the things that I did want to show you guys that I am going to rate a little bit differently. Now, of course, everyone's got different opinions, but I'm going to do it this way. This one is the Bowser Shell tier. Now, Abdallah, you ranked it so high the last time. What's with the change of heart? Well, the more that I played with the Bowser Shell, the more I realized that it's really not that great. Yes, it's awesome because it's got 2 hits that you can do in front of you. You can run into someone and you can hit them once, or you can deflect a back spam and you can deflect it potentially 2 times before it goes away. And then you could, of course, throw it forward. It's kind of a pseudo red shell, but not all the time does it actually act like a red shell. It's kind of hit or miss whether or not it's going to seek out one person, hit another person, give you lots of combo. It's hit or miss, and that's based on my personal experiences. I played a lot with Bowser Jr. for these ranked modes, and whenever you get Bowser Shell in first place, it does you no good. You cannot throw a Bowser Shell backwards, so until DNA and Nintendo allow you to throw a Bowser Shell backwards, then we've got something that can be good. It's got the potential, but right now, it's not that great. All right, D+. D+ rank is going to be the Bomb tier. Now, said bomb tier is going to be Hakama Mario. We got some other bombers here. We got Waluigi. We got Waluigi. I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win. We got Wario. We got this guy. I think there's another bomber. Any other bombers? No, I think we're good. I think that's all the bomb kids. No, Roy. Yeah, can't forget him. All right, so with that, these are the bomb kids. Bombs, I feel, are good. I feel that a bomb frenzy is great simply because you can indeed put bombs behind you. And that's why I put the bombs, the double rotating bombs, ahead of the bomb cannon. Because you can put them behind you and they do rotate around you so that they can potentially deflect things that come off of you. If you're in last place and you somehow smuggle these bombs to first place, you can use them as deflectors or a shield. So it's defensive and offensive as well. Are you always going to get points for using them? Probably not. Is your accuracy going to be tip-top shape that you can always throw them both forward and hit people every single time? No. And that's why it's in D+ tier. Okay. Next up. Now this one's a little bit better for the princess fans for sure. We're gonna take a look over here. This one's going to be the princesses, and of course, Big Lip Wendy right over here. So these are the hearts. Now I ranked hearts relatively low last time, but as I was thinking about it even more, hearts have the ability to be an instant combo extender as soon as you get it. So you can spam the item block or spam the item usage and you can use it and it'll extend your combo instantaneously. And not only that, but it's immunity from anything. So that's pretty great. You can dodge a lightning bolt with it. You can dodge a blue shell with it. You can dodge one hit immunity, which I feel is a lot better than throwing bombs that you could potentially hit or miss or not even score anything. Where in fact, you know, you can, if you deflect something, you get some points off of that. So that's why I feel that that's going to be a little bit higher. So speaking of other characters that will allow you to boost a little bit further, we're going to take a look at Toad, Demon Toad. How could you, Demon Toad? Demon Toad, and of course, Toadette. So this is the mushroom tier over here. Now this is going to be the boosting items. You guys can see over here that Demon Toad, of course, is a good one. Not only do you have an instant combo extender as soon as you get these mushrooms, but it's a huge boost that allows you to go through different shortcuts relatively easily, or catch up to first place and continue getting those coins for even more. And not to mention, if you guys get a frenzy of Mushroom Frenzy, that's arguably one of the better frenzies in the game, because you not only get the mushroom usage for points, but you'll also get the frenzy action, which is way better than just the heart frenzy, or the bomb frenzy. So you're going to get so many more frenzy actions. So that's why I'm going to rank this one a little bit higher. Okay, next on top of that is going to be the Dash Ring specials. I'm going to grab Rosalina over here. We have Halloween Rosalina that also does Dash Rings. And of course, since she's worth a little bit more base points, she's going to be on the left side of this tier as well. And then of course we got Ludwig, which is the common out of all these guys. So this is the Dash Rings. Now, the reason why I put Dash Rings above Mushrooms is because although it's not an instant combo extender, it may take a few seconds to do it. But the fact that you can get more points through it rather than just using one singular mushroom is great. And the higher up you chain your combos, the more your entire combo string is going to be worth it. So if you get a frenzy for the Dash Ring frenzy and you hit every single one of those, all the coins in between, you're going to get a lot more. So I like that. And I like it because of the fact that CPUs can use them and potentially help you out on your combo runs. And that's why I kind of put it a little bit higher. Yes, Mushroom Frenzy is absolutely better than Dash Frenzy on paper. Absolutely it is. But the fact that a CPU can use a Dash Ring Frenzy and you can capitalize and use those rings as well, totally edge this out on top of the mushrooms. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, next up is going to be the B- tier, and we're going to throw all of these shell users over there. So whoever has a shell, we're going to throw them over here. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, along with the fire flowers. Now, I've explained this on my previous tier list before, simply because this is going to be a very, very similar tier. We're going to grab these fire flower dudes as well. You guys can see that Metal Mario is one of them. Fire flower. We've got Luigi over here. And we've got Lakitu. Lakitu is going to be leading this group here. So Lakitu, I like Koopa Troopa better, so I'm going to put him there. Metal Mario is going to be leading the pack as far as that, and I like Mario better there. So that's kind of how I would do this tier. All right, so let me explain my reasoning on the B- tier, which is the shells and or fireballs. They are one and the same item practically, minus their frenzies. Forgive me. Okay, so Lakitu and the green shells, right? And the fire flowers. Green shells, fire flowers. There are 3 items that rotate around you, can be offensive and defensive. Fire flowers, you throw them forward, they go into like a triple spread towards the front. The shells go 1, 2, 3 in a straight line. So the only way that you're going to, necessarily hit multiple people throwing them forward is if you do it on a drift. So you go 1, 2, 3, just like that. Fireballs, it'll be the same thing. With these both items, you can indeed throw them behind you, which is great. But what it comes down to is their frenzies. The reason why I put the shells in front of the fire flowers is because whenever you get a triple shell frenzy, every time you use it, you're throwing 3 shells versus a fireball, a singular fireball. So that's the reasoning why. Especially if you're back spamming on a drift, you're going to be throwing these 3 shells behind you multiple different times, and you're going to get way more points than you could potentially if you bounce these fire flowers off. All right, deal. Okay, next up is going to be the B for Boomerang Tier. We've talked about this in the previous run. No change. No change has been done with it. We got Mario, we got Baby Mario, and I think there's, this little blue berry looking at Larry over here. So this is the Boomerang Tier. I believe we are looking good. Yeah, just double checking. Yeah. So this is Boomerang Tier. The reason why I edge Boomerang above the shells and the fireballs is because the Boomerangs have the ability to collect a lot of things on the ground. Case in point, you go into a level where there's like 5 coins spread across, and if you have a boomerang, you can indeed collect all 5 coins to help continue your combo. Or, let's say, for example, you got lucky, and you have a Hakama Mario in front of you, and he uses a coin box. You use this boomerang around that coin box, you are collecting every single one of his coins in order to get your combo amazing. Not only that, but the boomerang can indeed deflect 1 item if you're dragging behind you, so it's also a defensive weapon as well. Okay. Very simple. Okay, next up in a tier all the way of his own is going to be Yoshi. Yoshi's going to go over here, the B+ tier. I feel that this is a good tier for him because his egg is a guaranteed red shell that cracks open a shell, a banana, and a mushroom entirely. So it's a guaranteed red shell. It'll follow the course until it hits something or someone and then crack open 3 different items. If you're cool enough, you can indeed get that mushroom to continue your chain. So I like this one a lot. The frenzy on this one is really good because you're just throwing these eggs all over the place and you're littering the floor for other people to topple on the bananas and shells that come out of all the eggs that you throw. So that's the reason why I feel that the egg frenzy is really good. Okay. This one, again, I saw a lot of comments in the comments about this one that you guys don't think that Diddy Kong's banana barrel deserves to be this high up. Oh, but Abdallah, I always slip on the bananas. It deserves to be F tier. Dude, trust me. I hear you guys. But the thing that you don't realize is that in optimal play, if you get this banana cannon, it is actually really good. If you're able to drift through the bananas that you throw forward, you've just spit out at least 10 bananas on the track that you could potentially knock other people into to extend your combo. Not only that, but the cannons themselves are defensive items. If you get hit by something on the side, one of your cannons will shoot off. And then if you get hit by the other side, your other cannon will shoot off. So it can potentially protect you from 2 different spots. So not only does it attack, but it protects. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, I don't want to hear it from you guys, man. Just play better. Play better. Anyway, here we go. A rank is going to be Mushroom Cannon. So let's take a look at our Mushroom Cannon people. Not too many of them out there. Mushroom Cannon is going to be Peach Kimono. It's going to be Peachette. And then, of course, we got the brand new character, which is Shy Guy Chef. Hey! So that's kind of cool. As you guys can see over here, this is going to be a Mushroom Cannon. The reason why I put Mushroom Cannon above the Banana Cannon is because if you land on your mushrooms, you're not going to get hit and spin out. Not only that, but this can also help you out if the computers use it. If the computer's behind you tossing these mushrooms at you, you can collect those and continue your combo. Or collect a mushroom and then go through a mushroom shortcut to potentially further your front run. Not only that, the Mushroom Cannon is great on straightaways. You can just launch it and you're going to pick up every single one of those mushrooms if you do it on a straightaway. And if you're good enough, you can do it on drifts. So hold on to it. You got it. The skill ranking in order to optimally use the Mushroom Cannon is a little bit higher. So just make sure that you guys are using it correctly. If you can't pick up one of those mushrooms, then keep trying. You'll get better over time. All right, here we go. We are on the S tier right over here. We've got S minus, S, and then S plus. We're rearing the end of this. Now, we've got a lot of things happening over here. So let's take a look. All right, we are going to put Lucky 7 a little bit higher than what we did last time on our tier list, simply because I've got a little bit more experience playing with it. The Lucky 7 is pretty decent. You get 7 items that rotate around you at any given time. You can run into people and they can potentially hit them, which is good. Whenever you use the Lucky 7, you're going to use all of the items at once. You're going to use a mushroom in order to get you through a shortcut. You're going to use a super horn in order to dodge a blue shell. You're going to use a red shell to hit someone in front of you. You're going to throw a bomb to potentially hit someone in front of you. There's a lot of things that happen with that one. And of course, if you've ever seen a Lucky 7 Frenzy, it is a lot of points. You're going to necessarily destroy anyone around you because you're using the super horn. You're going to be throwing things forward. You're going to be using the ink splat from the little blooper to do a lot of damage to people that are in front of you. It's insane how much points you can get with this. So that's the reason why I'm going to bump that from A plus to the S minus tier. It's in the top. So I like that one. All right, next up. Next up is going to be the Giant Banana. All right, now Giant Banana, if you guys have been time trialing in the level, the Dino Jungle level, you know the power of DK on that level. It's insane. So the reason why I like Giant Banana is because if you get a Giant Banana, you can place it in like a bottlenecked, narrow portion of the track. And then with that, it's going to hit someone eventually, or essentially, I should say. And then it's going to split into 3 different bananas, potentially furthering your combo, even if you're way ahead of where you put it down. And not to mention, if those bananas don't despawn by the next time that you go there onto the second lap, those bananas can potentially net you even more scores. Now, keep in mind, that is one giant banana that's hard to dodge. Imagine the frenzy on this. I've gotten it a couple times, and it is insane. You thought that Lucky 7 Frenzy was good? No. Giant Banana Frenzy is insane. Simply because you put all these giant bananas on the track, and everyone will start hitting those, and those banana points are really good for your score, especially when you have a high combo. So that's the reason why I put that in S rank. So DK and Morton, as you guys can see over here. And then, ladies and gents, drum roll, please. As we know, man, Hakama Mario and Peach Vacation. This is the tier, man. So Peach Vacation is the new character in the Paris store, just like Chef Shy Guy over here. These characters are crazy good, okay? You may be thinking, but Abdallah, the coin block, you can't, if you get hit while you have the coin block, you can't block it. It's not defensive at all. But remember, we're not talking about online multiplayer that is yet to come. We're talking about single multiplayer, ranked mode, or just getting scores for Grand Stars. You get one of these little coin blocks, regardless of where you are. You can spawn it in first place, which is amazing. If you get one of these in first place or second place, whatever, it's going to pop out so many different coins. And then getting these coins will help continue to build your combo and, of course, give you a lot more score. Now, if you get one of the coin box frenzies, you're going to be shaking that all over the track. And you're going to be getting so many points. You're going to be getting points for the coins, points for the frenzy action. It's insane. Now, not only that, but if you're in first place and you have a Hakama Mario or a Peach Vacation behind you, you are going to potentially pick up their coins that they're throwing forward at you, which is awesome. I love that. And of course, the last and final reason why I rank these two so high is simply because of limit break potential. Now, you guys have seen it on my channel, right? Where we go through, we collect 299 coins to the T, And then we go into a level where Peach is a frenzy character. Peach Vacation is a frenzy character. And we go into there and I kid you not, we've done it at least 2 times, where we get 99 coins in a particular race. Not to include the bonus coins that you get from your score at the end. So I kid you not, I've gotten at least 106 coins in a particular race thanks to these characters here. They're just so good. So if you haven't seen my video on should you pull for Vacation Peach, do it now. You guys are going to regret it if they don't give another coin block character in the near future. So if you're sitting on rubies and if you're debating on whether or not to get Chef Shy Guy because he's cute and I love Shy Guy, or if you want someone that'll be an investment into your game into the long run, instead of getting 300 coin limit break every single day, you get 405. I'm telling you, it only makes sense to do so. Anyway, guys, that's my tier list. As you guys can see it over here, all the way from the bottom in the F rank tier, all the way to the very top. I guess one of the things I forgot to mention is ignore the point values. Characters cap out at, what is that? 600 for common, super cap out at 675, and then the high-end characters cap out at 800. So ignore that. But at the end of the day, this is where it's at. So let me know in the comments, where would you guys fit your characters at? Do you guys think that any of these characters should be a little bit lower? Should they be a little bit higher? Do you think that I did a good job with this? I think that now that I've got a little bit more experience with some of the characters that I don't honestly play as, I think this tier list is looking pretty good. Absolutely. I can't wait to read all of your comments in the comment section below. Please let me know. It'll be a fun time to discuss them. And you guys know me. I read all my comments. So just make sure it's tactful. And just make sure that you elaborate on your point. Otherwise, I'm just going to throw it out the window and you're going to lose all credibility. So anyway, looking forward to reading all of your comments. If you guys enjoy Mario Kart Tour content and you guys want to see more from me, make sure you guys are all subscribed and turn on notifications. We play this game every morning during live stream. So you guys can come on by and say hi while we aim for free-to-play ranked tours. It's awesome. We haven't spent a single dime on rubies in the game. It's been a really, really good time. So anyway, there's your tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.